Formula One returns to Interlagos once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his third championship here in 2012, and just 4 years later, Max Verstappen treated us to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. It's an unusual Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Gasly, Norris, Fernando Alonso, Albon, Zhou, Russell, a Mercedes, Ricciardo, Sainz, and...
Well, I imagine they'll be starting...
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop. All right, let's focus now for the rest of the race. Okay, you've got P5, P5. Albon just ahead. Push for that. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use... Okay, careful with the overtakes. That was a bit risky. We could have received a penalty. Good work, we're in P4. Perez ahead. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.2 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. That's Albon behind you. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh softs. Our gap to first place is 4.6 seconds. Your pit window opens in 5 laps time. Okay, focus. We'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy. Your pit window opens in 5 laps time. 5 laps. Fourth position. You're in 4th position. It's Perez ahead of you. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 1.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Albon behind. They're on fresh softs. Okay, gap to leader, 5.5 seconds. You've got 4 laps until your pit window opens. Okay, mate, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your MFD. Are you all right? Engine off, engine off. Okay, I've got a brand new race strategy on your MFD if you want to go and check it out. Verstappen has the lead. Okay. Okay, listen, don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us. Now look, I've put a new strategy option for you in... Okay, mate, don't worry. Okay, I've got a brand new race strategy on your MFD if you want to go and check it out. Energy stores depleting, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop. Work, we're in P4. It's Verstappen ahead. That's Alonso behind. The distance to the leader is 2.6 seconds. Your pit window opens in 8 laps' time. Manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. Radar is clear, weather is looking good for now. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Okay, DRS will be enabled for this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form. Second place, you're in second place. And gap to the car in front is 3.2 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Perez is behind you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Okay, you sat in P2. Less than a second separates you. Perez is behind you. Okay, push, push. Gap to the car behind. 4.3 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. And your pit window opens in 2 laps' time. Well, what happened? Let me know you're okay. You're in second place. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. Perez behind. Okay, car behind trailing us. 4.2 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. And your pit window opens in 2 laps' time. Okay, 12 laps to go. Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon. Box this lap, push hard on the in-lap. Are you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals. Pack, that's P1. That's Lewis behind you. Okay, they're on old softs. Your pit window is open, pit window currently open. Okay, we're into the last 10 laps now. Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap. That's it, go, go, go. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. That was our last stop, no more scheduled pit stops, let's go. P9, you're running P9, keep going. Stroll ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 1.5 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Sergeant behind, less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, so gap to the leader is 18.5 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 9 laps to go. Okay, Lewis is in for his stop. Continue to cut corners, the stewards are going to give you a penalty. Be careful. Front of the pack. Car behind is Lewis. Okay, gap to the car behind. Car behind, 6.0 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 5.8 seconds. Okay, mate, don't worry about the damage. Wow, that was a heck of an impact. leading the pack. That's P1. That's Lewis behind you. You're leading the car behind by 5.2 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. All right, 6 laps to go now. That looked bad. Are you all right? Let me know you're okay. Energy stores depleting, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop. Okay, mate, that was an illegal manoeuvre. You've got to cede that position or we'll receive a penalty. That start was okay. Now stay alert for threats around you. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Nice move, good job. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. Moved into P2, that's P2 now. Okay, you sat in P2. Our gap to the car in front is 1.8 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Perez is behind you. And the gap behind us is 1.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. You're in second place. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 1.9 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Perez behind. Okay, the gap behind is 3.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap. Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip any time now. We've been handed a 3-second penalty for obvious corner cutting. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Lewis is in the pits now. Okay, you're in ninth position. Stroll is ahead of you, and they've entered the pit lane. Sargent's behind you, and they've entered the pit lane. Our gap to first place is 21.9 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, so the car behind's just come in. They're now on a soft tyre. Soft tyres on the car behind. Excellent work, really well done. Let's hold on to this now. It's first place. Front of the pack. Car behind is Lewis. Our gap behind is 2.3 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. gap to your teammate behind is 2.4 seconds. Just 5 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, the energy store's approaching its limits. We're going to be forced to retire if we're not careful. Make sure to discharge your battery properly. Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please. Are you all right? Engine off, engine off. You're leading the pack, that's P1. That's Lewis behind you. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 4.0 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. First position, front of the pack. Car behind is Lewis. Okay, push, push. Gap to the car behind. 4.0 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for... Well, what happened? Let me know you're okay. Are you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now. Yes, mate, I cannot complain about that one. That was an excellent drive. Well done.
And so the celebrations begin, and well-earned they are indeed. It might have looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level at the very top is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion. Not just victory today then, but the championship as well. What a... Let's have a look then at the driver's standings. And this also means there's no catching our leader anymore. And we crown a new World Drivers' Champion. Well, after an incredible day of racing,